Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So in today's video, as you guys can probably see by the title and the thumbnail, I am going to be drinking a lot of water. So basically I had decided, well, my doctor had decided, she told me that I need to be drinking a lot of water. A lot more water than I'm currently drinking right now. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I personally don't really like drinking water. And it's not that I don't like water. I know a lot of people say they don't like drinking water because they just don't like it. I just forget to drink it. It's not on the forefront of my mind. I'm one of those people where I get going, I get busy, I'm at work, and it doesn't like occur to me to stop and take a sip of water. So I am not ever drinking a lot. And then usually at the end of the day, I end up chugging a lot of water and then have to wake up like 15 million times to pee because I chugged all my water right before I went to bed. My doctor sent me a link to Amazon of a water bottle that I should get. So I ended up purchasing this big bubba right here. This is a gallon. Now, I don't think I have ever drank in a gallon in a single day or week. So this is definitely going to be a challenge for me. I'm gonna try and do this for a week and see if anything changes. I've heard just like amazing things about drinking water, which I know is like the easiest thing on earth, it seems like, but for me, it's not. I've heard it's better for your digestion, for your skin. I've heard drinking so much water does so much wonders for your skin. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna document this for the week. Hopefully I can last for a week and hopefully I can actually like drink this every day. Probably not, but we'll see. So I'm excited to do this video, and yeah, if you guys wanna see my drinking a gallon of water for a week journey, then just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so it is currently 8 p.m. My camera's downstairs and I don't feel like going down there and getting it. I just got out of the shower, but I'm kind of embarrassed to share my progress for the day. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like, it's, I'm embarrassed, okay? So, I don't want to show you guys. This is all that I have drank. And I know it's not a lot, but to give me the benefit of the doubt, I did wake up super late today, so I haven't really been up for like a full day, and I still have a couple more hours before I plan on going to bed. I feel so embarrassed, but this is hard. This is so hard. I just like, and I felt like I was sipping like all throughout the day, like every like 10 minutes or so. I felt like I was taking like really good sips, but apparently not. I don't know. So I'm gonna try and get it like at least like halfway so I feel somewhat accomplished and then start over tomorrow. You guys, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. But let me show you my stomach because I do feel a little bit bloated, to be honest. And I mean, I'm always bloated, so what's new? Okay, so here's my stomach day one. I'm gonna have to chop my head off, but I feel pretty bloated. And I don't know if that's just from water or from me eating, because I do get generally like more bloated after I mean, I'm bloated all the time, but I do notice like what I'm dealing with right now, I do bloat a lot more after I eat. I don't know if just drinking a lot of water is contributing to it, because I just like, I don't ever really drink a lot of water. So I don't know if my body's like, whoa, what's all this liquid doing in me? You know, I don't know. Maybe that'll change throughout the week, we'll see. But I'm not very proud of myself day one. So we'll see if day two can be a little bit better. Good morning, you guys. I am on day 2 of drinking a gallon of water for the week. Last night didn't end so well. I did finish half of my gallon. I will say after I finished recording for the evening, I ended up finishing right at the halfway mark. So that's a positive. It's currently about 9:30. So I just filled up my water bottle. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm ever gonna get over like how heavy and big this thing is, but it's like bigger than the size of my head. We were starting off things a little bit earlier today. Yesterday I also started like super late, so I'm not surprised I didn't get through much, but we'll see how much I can drink today. I do have a dentist appointment here in about an hour and a half, so I'm gonna finish editing a vlog for maybe like 30 minutes or so and then get ready for that, and we will see where the day takes us. Okay, whew, it's a couple hours later. Went to my dentist appointment, and then I had to run to the hospital, get some blood work done and some labs done, which took a lot longer than anticipated. So I am just now heading home and I am starving. I haven't eaten anything. I also didn't bring a water bottle, so I didn't drink really much. So yeah, we're gonna go home. I'm gonna eat. I feel like I'm back at square one now because now it's like noon and I hardly drank anything, but yeah, okay, I'm heading home. Okay, so I just made some breakfast. I got some bacon, scrambled eggs, and fresh strawberries, and then I also just have some like raw cheddar cheese in with my eggs, which also I'm on a diet as well after seeing my functional doctor, which I think I already said this, but I think I'm gonna do a separate video once I get like all my testing back and figure out like what's actually going on with me. I think I'm gonna do like a separate video like talking about all that, but for right now I am on a special like diet to help with like inflammation. It's called a low FODMAP diet, I think is what it is. So basically like you can't eat certain like fruits or vegetables, basically anything that is like super fermented or can ferment a lot in your gut, I think. I also can't have like gluten. I can't have stuff like milk or like certain cheeses, but like I can't have fresh cheese or like super aged cheese. But this raw cheddar cheese that I eat, it's for like 60 days. So it's like that happy medium. But I don't even know, what does FODMAP stand for? Let's find out. Fermentable, oh Lord, okay. So FODMAP stands for fermentable oligosaccharides. Okay, it's basically short chain of carbohydrates and sugars that the small intestine absorbs poorly. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so basically foods that are super fermentable, gluten, stuff that's really high in sugar I can't eat. So I'm doing this for about 2 weeks. It's actually not that bad because I've been doing like gluten-free, dairy-free. I haven't like the last like few weeks because we've been busy and we've had family in town. But prior to that, I was actually doing really good on dairy and gluten-free. So it's not too big of an issue. The only downside is I can't have avocado. That was such a downer when I found that out. So I don't have any avocado like toast or any avocado like rice cakes or anything like that. Also sweet potato is another one I can't really eat. But everything else I can have. It's not super restrictable, or if there's certain things I can't have, I might be able to have it in like very, very low dosages. My functional doctor gave me a list of like foods that I can and can't eat, which makes it easier for me to like know what I can and can't eat. And one of them was like, you can have Brussels sprouts, but you can only have 2 Brussels sprouts. So just like random stuff like that, because too much of a certain food will like flare my body up basically. But yeah, anyways, that was a side note. I'm gonna eat this, drink some more water. We're not getting off to a good start, you guys, because I didn't bring this bad boy with me, but I'm gonna do my best again. We'll see how this goes. I need to finish my video, just do like some final like lookovers, upload it to YouTube, and then I think it's gonna go live tomorrow, our San Antonio vlog. I think that's it. I'm gonna make a butternut squash risotto tonight with some chicken for dinner because it is like gloomy and rainy outside and it's just like fall weather, and that just sounds really yummy, and I can eat that on this diet. All right, I am going to eat some breakfast now. Did you want to come over here? Come here. You want to say hi? Okay, there you go. Thank you. So it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening. It's after 11 p.m. and I didn't vlog at all today or do any documentation of my water. Today was one of those days where it's just like, I don't want to say it was stressful, but I just had a lot on my mind and just felt really anxious. And when I get like that or I get stressed, I sometimes like if I'm really stressed, sometimes I forget to like eat, and I oftentimes will forget to drink water. So I really honestly didn't drink that much water, so I don't really have an update for you guys. I feel like I'm failing at this challenge or this thing that I'm trying to do. So I don't know if anyone's even watching this at this point, because I wouldn't be watching it at this point. It is bad. I am failing at this hardcore. Long story short, in case you guys are wondering, my husband's in the military, in case you also didn't know. And this morning he texted me while he was at work and he was like, hey, I found out our top 3 options for our next duty station because we are officially in that window. And it wasn't what I was hoping for. We didn't get what we ideally wanted, which whoever gets what they ideally want, honestly. It wasn't horrible. We could have had worser options. So we did pick a place. We were gonna wait a little bit and see if anything else pops up, but kind of how it works is what's open's open, and if we don't pick a place now, it's just gonna get worse over time and it's gonna be like slim pickings. And that's what we experienced when we were at our last duty station in Hawaii and we were coming to Texas. They gave us an option, we waited and talked it out, and by the time we put our request in to get that option, it was gone, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and all it was left was like Texas, which we love Texas, but it was like Texas or my husband like goes to Kuwait for a year. So it was like, we didn't have an option basically. So it's kind of like, yeah, let's pick the best of the least three that we want, but it'll be good. So I'm not gonna say anything else because I wanna do like a video announcing it and all that, but maybe leave your guesses in the comments of where we could be. So I didn't really drink much water. I honestly like, okay, so where is my little lines? Yeah, I didn't do very good, you guys. This is actually from yesterday as well, so I didn't refill this up. I ended halfway though, so like right here. I didn't get very far. I honestly, drinking a lot of water was not on the forefront of my mind today. You know what I did notice though, is I did notice that this morning my lips felt like, I don't want to say plump, but they felt hydrated. Like I have pretty dry lips and I'm constantly like putting chapstick on my lips. Like I love my chapstick, but I noticed that most of the day I didn't need it. I wasn't craving my chapstick. I didn't feel like my lips were dry. So I definitely noticed like drinking water, you don't have dry lips. I also ended up putting a lot of chapstick on later in the day because I wasn't drinking water. So that's one thing I noticed, and we'll see where tomorrow takes us. It's a new day. I keep saying we're gonna start over and get better the next day, and it just doesn't happen. I'm giving you guys the real deal. So anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday. It's a little bit after 9:30 and I am just heading out the door. I'm working a makeup gig, so I gotta go to the studio, do makeup on a client. Today is a new day. We are bringing the water with us. Watch me like get really like engulfed in my makeup and just forget to drink water, but I'm at least bringing it with me. Let's see if we can do better today. Okay, so it is the next day and I didn't record last night where I left off because I just didn't. So this is where I ended last night, halfway. And you know, I totally forgot and didn't realize that I have an app that I use with my functional doctor, and I went on it and I completely forgot that I technically don't have to drink a gallon of water a day to get my full intake. When she explained like how much water I should be drinking, everybody's different based on their body weight. So when she explained how much water I should be drinking, she basically said that I should be drinking half my body weight in ounces, which technically pretty much is half of a gallon. And so technically I have been drinking the amount of water that I need to drink for my body weight every single day. So even though I'm not hitting a gallon goal, I'm still hitting my personal goal. And then also if I work out or I'm more active, I'm supposed to like tack on like an extra 10 to 12 ounces, I think. So this whole week, I've been so hard on myself because I'm not drinking a gallon, when in reality, that is technically way too much for me in the first place, unless I'm like doing extraneous, is that the right word? Really hard workouts. And so I have technically been hitting my goal every single day. I know that's probably a downfall for those of you who want to see me drink a gallon every day, but I would prefer not to drown myself and end up in the hospital. I'm gonna continue to drink at least half a gallon, if not maybe a little bit more, depending on how active I am that day. I filled this up yesterday. I'm just gonna keep this water where it's at and try and finish the rest of it. Also make myself maybe feel a little bit better that I actually finished one of these. So I'm just gonna start halfway, finish this. I'm about to head out the door. I have to go meet Dagan at his work. He is doing a little ceremony today for something very exciting, which I'm not gonna talk about in this video, but I gotta head out the door and take my water with me. So I didn't do as good as I thought I was gonna do. I didn't last even 7 days, but I did last 5 days, I think, right? It was kind of like a work week. I drank a gallon, well, I didn't even drink a gallon, so. I actually technically did drink the amount of water that I was supposed to drink. So even though I didn't drink a gallon a day, I still drank the amount that I was supposed to for my personal body, which I didn't really think going into it that drinking a gallon of water was a big issue, but yeah, I guess for my body type, I wasn't supposed to be drinking that much unless I'm like maybe like really working out like really hard every single day. I don't know. This is like what my husband should technically be drinking, and he's like twice my body weight, kind of ish. Overall, I feel like I did see some improvement. I feel like maybe I should have, if I wanted to see like more improvement, I should have continued on with this longer to see even more stuff. But I definitely noticed that I did feel like my bloatation kind of went down a little bit. I am also dealing with other gut health issues, so I knew that it wasn't gonna 100% go away with me drinking more water. I will say though, the biggest difference that I noticed throughout the week after drinking all this water were my lips. I definitely noticed that my lips weren't nearly as dry. I am somebody that is constantly putting chapstick on, that always feels like my lips are dry. Like I eat something like a little bit salty and my lips are like, chapsticks. I feel like I'm constantly having to reapply that on my lips, but I did notice that towards the end of the week, I was hardly putting any chapstick on, and I think that was just because I was drinking water and my lips were actually hydrated. I also like want to like convince myself that I feel like my top lip was maybe a little bit more like plump. Maybe? I don't know. I'm like in my mind, I'm like maybe a little bit. Honestly, I think if I ever want this top lip to grow, I'm just gonna have to do lip filler. But that's another, I don't know if that'll ever happen. I would definitely say my lips was the #1 thing that I noticed. And I overall just like felt really good drinking water. I felt really accomplished getting in my goal, and I definitely want to keep this up. I will for sure be using this. I actually didn't realize until after I ordered this and had been using it that there is one that is pretty much like half this size, where if I were to drink the whole bottle of that one, I would hit my goal every day. So I might look into just getting a smaller version of this, because y'all, this thing is heavy too. When you carry it around and it is full of water, it is heavy. I really enjoyed doing it. It kept me accountable, and I like doing little challenges that keep me accountable because it's just fun to do. I don't know what else to say about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this wasn't too much of a letdown. I know probably a lot of people were hoping that I would drink a gallon a day, but honestly, that is just not possible for me. Maybe we'll try this again in the future and I'll maybe drink a gallon. Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, but leave a comment down below. Let me know what other kind of videos that you want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!